Hey everybody, it's Chris with Writer's Game, and I'm about to pop into Eve. I have not really been streaming Eve. I've been just kind of poking around with it. And I thought I'd stream this because there's definitely some confusion on how to use probes and how to complete this one particular job or quest that I'm on right now. I thought, hey, let's stream it. Let's see how it works. And with bad transition, here we go. This is the game itself. Hello, everybody. I'm rocking a bad hair day, and I don't care. Anyway, let's get into the game. So this is the daily quest, not quest, claim, and I don't. Oh yeah, I'm Omega right now. I upgraded starter. This is all new for me, actually. I guess I get these skill points and these skill points. I get so many. And I guess to whatever agent hard shell is, I don't even. Novel and powerful range of world boost. Absolutely. The agency's hard shell component, temporary but highly adaptive neural lace to the user's synaptic structures. This hard shell lace attaches to synaptic pathways involved in fine tuning, allows the and the low energy that direct armored layers. Compounds with the fire identified by the mysterious network ahead of sponsored operations. The target sites often collect the some size, but they might. Novel method of absolute operation. That's pretty cool, I guess. Neural interface, plus 3% armor repair, plus 3 shield booster, duration 30 minutes. So, very short lived. This is an even better one. And then more skill, yes, on day 3. Again, new to me, so I'm exploring here with you guys. Alright, so I can close that now. And this guy, I'm cycling his corpse, I guess. I don't know. I'm not my name. Anyway, hold on. Hey! Thank you for the audio. If I can fix. Hold on. I don't want speech. Oh. How you doing today? I don't. Okay, it's probably just Microsoft. Absolutely. I put in microphone settings, and it turns up with settings. Down in. That's output. That's in. I'm definitely new at Eve. I played a while ago, just a tiny bit, not really enough to matter. I restarted. If my mic cuts out, it's because I'm trying to troubleshoot. Or the internet, and so I've went through a lot of the. I don't even know what they're called. Drawing a blank. Never mind. I'm not sure how to fix the mic thing. Have any suggestions? Let me know. I have no idea what. Okay, so my goal here today was to career agents. Yeah, I'm basically going through this. And for anybody who does ever watch this video or takes a look today, I highly recommend, if you're new to Eve, go through all of these. You're going to get a metric ton of ships by doing so, and there's nothing wrong with that. Another suggestion while we're here, some of these, you want to make some quick coins. Some of these are like, hey, I'm going to give you a ship, go to a mission and blow that ship up. So you generally have a bit of coin to start with. You can insure that ship. You know it's going to get destroyed while in your control. You're going to triple the amount of money you put on the insurance, because that's generally how insurance triple or so. Take a look at the math. Take a look at what you can afford. You may as well insure it because it's going to be blown up. Payout, kind of a self boost. Then from there, I'm sure you can make money once. So I am not very good at this game because I'm new. I don't know why this pops up every time. I'm not looking at it. But okay, so this is what I need. I need this proof of discovery. I'm just going to kind of go over, guys, the quest. So there's a tour that had happened. One of the other 2 missions, right? There's a tour that happened. It's for all of the sites and take a look at their details and learn what's going on. And that's good. That's a good introduction. But then it's like, okay, so you need to go and do this civilian data analyzer. That, go find a data site, the analysis, and hack it. And again, that sounds really cool, except they don't tell you where. This is the first mission I've been on that does not say this is your mission. You need to go there. And that's cool because they definitely want you to figure it out. I've been all over and I couldn't figure it out. I had to go to Reddit and read some things and old stuff and some stuff, and how does this show you what I found out so far based on Reddit and a little bit of my own exploration. And hopefully it works to actually solve the quest. And by doing so, I'm hoping anybody else who's quest, I should probably data site scanning of 5. This is quest is called, and it's now in the title. For anybody who this is helpful for. Apparently this quest is a beta. Alright, so let's take a minute and repair. Yep. One thing that I do sort of, my impression of Eve, it's such a massive game. It's so well designed in that regard, how it handles massive is I'm kind of find it daunting. I'm not sure I even want to join that sort of thing. I don't know how much I'm actually them. I want to learn the game and how that works, but it also gives me the impression of being sort of a free solo ship is just a way to not have any friends in games. So Sleepy Eve, my guy's name is Cadence Arrow. Left. But anyway, just kind of my thoughts there. To get back to the quest, though, what I have discovered, sort of, the quest doesn't really tell you this, or at least I need one of these. This is a core pro, and they don't give you one. One of the few quests where you need equipment they don't offer to buy it. I assuming that 50,000 was from. Thank you very much. I you know, who doesn't appreciate some free cash? But I appreciate that very much. Thank you. But yeah, so you have to buy this, and hopefully the market allows you to do that, because I played previously, as I was just mentioning, Sleepy. I had a different character, and I was just mucking around with them, and I got about credits. I decided to delete that character and start new because I was rusty. I wanted to start over. So I just sent that money to myself. But that's a bonus that a beginning character doesn't start with. So that's allowed me a little bit of flexibility. And but by doing the quests, like I've made it up to what, like before the 50, I had like 30 million here, which isn't a lot in this game, but it's a lot for a new guy, right? Like I can insure my ships and not worry about it. I can buy at least beginner gear, and that's really at least a good place to be. Sometimes the market, like I look for certain things, I'm like this would be interesting. Talking the beginning step in a certain direction, and it's like that's $100 million, and it's like or ISK, and no way I can afford that yet, right? So my point is this thing hopefully is, you know, if you guys try this, is at a rate. Now here's how it works. You can see here there's slots. That's your ammo. I'm running out of ammo with these guys. This one has no ammo currently because the formatting of these doesn't always make sense. Every ship has a long. They always cut it. Anyway, so I have to right click this and then load charges, and that's going to put them into there. And then when I launch them, they're going to go back into my hold when I recall them. So this is odd, not intuitive, but the way it works. So now I have to find this place. I'm going to do that is by clicking down here where it's access probes. There's various options. I'm going to choose probe scanner. And then we see these red X's. These are what we are scanning. Let's and hopefully pinpoint what we're looking at. Now the one thing that I am definitely at a is I don't remember or know what the sign is for a data, right? So the only way I can figure it out is to scan it, see what's happening. I'm gonna choose that and choose my type of scan. This is a pinpoint formation, and this is where things get lost for me. I don't know how to make this better than I'm showing. But hopefully I will figure it out or get some advice as we go about it. So this is the scan radius. I have 8 pods. They overlap each other, which allows for a pinpoint. Right, so I clicked on the red X, and then I'm just going to click Analyze. This will apparently give me some information. Okay, and somewhere it tells me results are. This is a little different than I did it last night. I have a percentage right next year. All right, so now we're at 30.3, and we need to have a certain threshold, which I think is 25, in order to get the relic site. So it's not what I'm looking for. Now, if I put these over here, then I find it interesting how quickly probes support. But hey, I'm not going to argue. Video game. My ship is still like, wait, kind of deal. Gas site. So this is actually a pretty cool interactive system for a player. I enjoy it. I'm taking a choice to see what's going on with this area. I did this exact same system or process in a different system when I first realized how this worked, and I could not get my ratings up. And I think that has to do with maybe my character skills, that sort of thing. But these ones are scanning pretty well after one. There's a data site. Okay, so I'm probably supposed to here all these and warp that. So I'm just going to read this to you guys. If you're watching this video later, you obviously can't see my chat. So it says, Sleepy Eve, say, yeah, it's neat. So up top on your scan list, you see the training site fully. Yes, that's here. That's where you need to go. Sweet. So I don't know if that's the one I chose, but yes. And I can safely close this now. I made it to the left-hand side of my screen, so I can at least see some things here, but I really don't feel like I can effectively do much. I mean, I can fight, because fighting is all on this, but I prefer to kind of see what's going on. Alright, so it looks like we have hit. Good to see you're still sticking with the pilot. You're doing well. Keep it up. So we've hit some pay dirt here. Ahead of you should see the training container. You'll need civilian data analyzer. So this is, I mean, I could read the rest, but all in all, that's the summary there. Find that training container. That's the system. It's really fairly straightforward and easy, but there's no indications on how to use it at all that I've seen. I only got any players. Any of you who helped solve that problem on Reddit, and thank you for anybody else who might be helped to, then there you go. It's fairly simple. Now, how do you skill up in those things? How do you make it so your scans become better? No idea. I'm new. Alright, so you guys are also going to take a look at... Alright, so that, and then... This is hacking. How to skill up? You want to show me how to skill up, Sleepy Eve? I wouldn't turn down an offer of coaching. For the hacking portion of this, it's all click-based, and I'm pretty sure you're supposed to start here, but that's not allowing me to do that. So I'm going to click here. So this basically shows that I'm 4 hops away from where I need to be. I can choose which way to go from here. If I choose that, I'm also 4 hops away. So there's kind of a logic to it. I'm going to click here and go 3 hops, and this will be hops, and apparently that's the one I need. So now I'm going to click on that again, or click on it once, click on it again, and that unlocks that, and then that's kind of the target. Very simple hacking. It's kind of like, reminds me of Minefield. You guys remember that? Now that I've hacked it, I should be cargo, everything, and top left of the screen, click on the tiny picture of yourself and bring up the skills list here, and skills. All the scanning skills are in the scanning section. The alphabetical, right? Have any problems with this? But it's not, because space command first. Scanning right here. Apparently I'm doing okay. I have some skills. Survey. I would assume it's this one that I would need to level 40. Skill at operating. Let me read. Never mind. Let me not read that. Skill at operating ship, cargo, and survey scanners. 5% improvement per level in the scan type. So it'll go faster, but by what I'm reading, results. So +5 scan strength per level. So astrometric. -5 maximum scan deviation. So you're going to get a more pinpoint accuracy. And then -5 scan probes time per level. Archaeology is artifacts. Wired so based on your experience, Sleepy Eve, what do you? I mean, obviously, somebody can go into any direction of what they want, character and how they want to play. But like, what are some successful needs? For most games, I would say most people towards running and gunning, but Eve does not look like that's a good way to win unless you lock in with a superior ship, right? Like, or superior skills, even if the ship isn't. slightly outgunned, your skills may make up the difference. I don't know the math on this. I try not to dive too deep into the spreadsheets because you can get lost in there. And unless you like spreadsheets, I don't find it crazy fun. But it is a numbers game, 100%. All games are. So I'm just curious, like, what do you find as sort of like if I could talk, something that a newbie could dive into that would help them kind of get a niche that would either help their guild or whatever it's called in Eve, or just like have fun with. All I do is exploring, what you were just doing. Stays very well and stays exciting. So through exploring, you not only get to survey and find various things, and I would assuming your exploring turns into mining or archaeologist type finds, possibly combat as well. By the way, Sleepy, if you have a Twitch channel or a YouTube where you're showing your stuff, I don't do a lot of Eve streams, so you're welcome to throw a link in there, and I'll be happy to put it in my video, and guys can hop on over to your channel, especially as you do a lot of that might be helpful for. So, are you? It sounds like, since you said like there's no combat with the exploring, you scanning down of data and relics and hacking the cans and grabbing the loot. Sounds like fun. I really, to be honest, Eve is so great on so many levels. Part of me wants to go Battlestar Galactica and have this big ship with drones out that can kind of take on things and do things on a combat level when necessary, and kind of like do a little bit of everything. And the other part of me wants to go like Firefly, right? Small ship smuggling, doing tasks, kind of keep it private. But I also don't want to warp into an area and just be smashed just because I exist, right? Because that's not usually fun either. But you're saying in exploring that there's no combat. So in the exploring tasks, is your exploring based on missions from NPC, or is it you know how to do the exploring, so you just go do it and you reap the rewards? I'm not sure how those rewards are reaped yet, but like, and in doing so, you just almost never come across ships that you need to fight. Because I figured like NPC pirates and stuff would be fairly prevalent and dotted throughout whatever missions people. Oh, you're welcome to link here. But you can send me any resources that you think are good. I'm going to put my email in the chat there. You're welcome to send it. Anything you think is good there, and I'm happy to share it with anyone else. More people can find what they're looking for and have the least amount of teeth grinding while they do. I just think it's a good idea. That's what kind of inspired me to show this video, because there was some teeth grinding from my end, and what I read on Reddit, other people found the same until they discovered how to. There were some very unkind words said about this mission as a newbie starting out. So now that I've completed that, if I go to start conversation here, it's automatically going to take me to the right person, because that's the thing that I just finished. And then I can complete mission and get this. Now, I always try to get the bonus, but with this, I struggled with it for about 2 hours. It's time to go to bed. I was just tired, so I did not get the bonus, and I'm okay with that, because it's just more important to learn how to do it and operate within the game than worry about a couple thousand is. But go ahead and complete that. I will grab the next mission. Yeah. So Sleepy Eve says they don't see many other people, but the ones that they do are always trying to kill them. I would assume that Eve is a very much us versus them game. You're either part of our organization or you're somebody who's contesting our organization. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But it definitely is something to be aware of. If you're playing the game, now a friend of mine who kind of introduced me to Eve, he doesn't play anymore because he he gets a little too addicted. Like I don't do things at work. But he's like, you know, you have, and I could be wrong on this. Maybe they change it, but you have, I think it's called a high sec, which you get shot at. Likely the cops are gonna come and blow up the bad guy. Although they don't do that with NPC bad guys. And then there's low sec, and then there's null sec. And low sec is not likely you're gonna get back up, and then null sec is like you're on your own. So I suppose you could play completely in high sec and have some degree of protection. Ah, okay. So your link, and I may try that for a while until I get the hang of the game, until I find something that makes me like, yeah, I really do want to go to a different part of the world. I won't even know if I go into low sec or null sec unless it warns me. I'll be like, I'm jumping on a gate, and then crap. Anyway, so you may have linked something, Sleepy Eve, but it shows up as just the stars. So by all means, send it to my email, and I'll post it with the video in words. Words are hard sometimes. Thank you, sir, or ma'am, madame. Yeah, no respectful term for ladies that we're allowed to use. All bad. Because it's not taken like it once was. Anyway, I'm gonna make it a short stream today. Just because I completed the mission. I've completed my mission here, which provide an answer to that. I do really appreciate your jumping on and saying hi, Sleepy Eve, and just helping me out here. And thanks for the bonus ISK. I'm gonna stick with this game. It's not my primary. I tend to play fantasy MMOs, which is why I'm playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14 right now. But when I don't want to focus in that same way, I turn to Eve. Kind of do the quiet hours of the night. But my lady got home. We're probably gonna go do dinner. So appreciate you. And yeah, absolutely, man. If you have, by all means, send me a message if you're interested, and if you have any suggestions on how to get involved into the greater game once I'm comfortable doing that and think I have kind of my own capabilities underhand, I would love to have a perspective on how do you get involved in the right, how do you find out about each. I know there are certain ones that are definitely like known, but I'm kind of picky on which I join because I hate poor leadership. Like I really don't like it when an ego trip rather than solid, good what I'm looking for. People who've got each other's back. That's what it should be about. People want to have fun together. Anyway, I'll leave you guys there. Thanks again for joining me. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next stream.